YouTube is a lottery system. I don't care what you say. They are rolling out numbers of the channel. And I believe every channel that comes online that's created has a special number. And it goes, and one day you put out a video and it hits your channel. Or I'm believing that something happens that makes it roll out where YouTube decides that today your channel is going to be selected to win 10,000 views. Okay? Some people, 121,000 views. Heck, I've had it on shorts when they've hit like 16, 17 million. And then the next video was like 20 million. And then the next video was like 6 million. The next one was like 2 million. Then the next one kept going up higher after that. Why does this happen? Think about this. I'm pretty convinced that YouTube is running some type of lottery system. But here's the deal. If you have a certain video that's working for you and you know it is resonated with the people that you are serving, then it becomes a real deal. So what are you saying, man? I'm saying that once your video has been uploaded, you never know when it's going to be your time. I've done great videos. I've uploaded over 300 videos on certain channels, and one hit that caused the whole algorithm to realize that, oh, these other videos must be great too. But what if YouTube is serving your video to only a certain amount of people, and if they don't watch it, then they think it's trash? I've heard that. I've heard it. Yep, I've heard it. Let me show you something right here real quick. I go to a ton, and I mean a lot of video marketing events. I don't play around, folks. Look at that. Grow Live. That's another marketing event with videos. I go to a ton of them, and I'm learning something here. There's a lot of great gurus out there who has a lot of great questions and have a lot of great information for you. But I'm learning something. And as I go through this whole journey with you with a brand new channel, it ain't like it used to be. It's changed. It is not like it was 6 years ago. It's not like it used to be 6 months ago. But I do know this. You've got to learn what's working for others. You've got to scour the YouTube universe and figure out what people are doing, what they're saying to get views. Because when the politics was here, when the political party was fighting against each other, that was a perfect time to get into YouTube. I know this, and most people tell you don't jump into politics, and I would not jump into politics because it's only a seasonal thing. Like, what if your audience is all into politics? They love the left and right, okay? And then they have a vote, and one of the parties obviously is going to win. So what is your next video going to be about? Because it's not exciting anymore. Everybody's hurt. Everybody has drama. And how are you going to post on that all day long? Because the news is going to die down. You know what I mean? I mean, what about that audience? They're not going to like you they're not going to like you posting about the political party, and then you're talking about water bottles or something like that, or water. Water is no good. They don't care. What's that got to do with politics? You see what I'm saying? So you got to be real careful when you're scouring the internet, the YouTube universe, and when you're trying to figure out what you're talking about. How is that going to help you get back to that lottery video that they sent you that's growing right now, that's out there, that's just making a ton of views, and some of y'all get monetized off of that one video. I remember one channel I got monetized within like 3 months. I know people get monetized within 3 weeks. But after that, what next? Do you keep serving that same audience, the same content? Or how do you pivot? See, when they're teaching this stuff at these events, they're telling you, be careful. because you got to let your audience know, and you got to make sure they understand that you're no longer going to talk about politics if that was your route. You're going to jump over to something else, and if you do that, then they're going to say your audience is going to either like it or you're going to be stuck and you're bottlenecked with the niche that you don't want anymore. And so guess what you have to do? You have to go start a new channel. It's happening, man, all over. There's a lot of people who has had channels for over 10 years and they've had to pivot because that channel is a dead channel. Just because you got 1,000 subs or 6,000 subs or 10,000 subs doesn't mean that it's going to pay well every month. And I'll be honest with you, I see a lot of people getting, and I call it the YouTube love, and all of a sudden their views start going down. They keep trying to do the same thing they've been doing before. It doesn't work anymore. I mean, go back and look at all the people that you saw was rising to the top. Go back and look at all of them. Go to their channel. Look at their views now. YouTube gave them a chance to get up to maybe 500,000. And then they did another video, was 400,000. And it probably went down to 47,000. And then they've been trying and trying. I mean, they're probably shooting 6 or 7 videos a day trying to get those views. And one thing I heard a guy say, which was a YouTube instructor, and he's amazing. And the dude has over $10 million a month in revenue from channels that he's creating. And he helps people. And he said that don't chase the views. But as a creator, you're going, I got to have the views, right? You're like, I need the views. The views is going to pay me money. Let's be real, right? But if you don't chase the views, then what are you going to do? How are you going to make your money? Well, I think what you have to do is what he meant is you got to know your audience. You got to serve your audience the right content. And you won't have any issues later on. You know what I mean? I know guys that live on a farm and they're out there shooting crazy stuff. Like they're shooting ducks, they're shooting pigs. They're going through their whole day of life, and enthusiasts love it. They're like, yeah, man, when's the next time you're gonna kill something? Like, what is wrong with people? They're crazy. But the guy who's doing it, he's loving it because he's like, this is the easiest thing, Bubba. All I have to do is go out and shoot something, and I'm going to get 1 million views every time I post. And that's another thing. Once you get 1 million subscribers, think about this. You're probably going to get, each video is going to get 10,000 plus views because YouTube is going to serve that to that audience. So you're pretty much set. So I guess the goal is to get so many subscribers and all that, right? Now, I believe here's the goal. The goal is to pretty much, what am I saying? The goal is to pretty much have enough people in your audience that you can take off of YouTube and you can sell something to them and you can make your money from there. Because AdSense alone is not going to do it. And what if the AdSense go away? What do? You see what I'm saying? You got to have a business model when you're thinking about this. And on my friends, we were talking about that, how, you know, when this TikTok ban hit everybody, whew, can you imagine waking up and you're a TikToker and they still don't know what's going on with it, and you're getting all these views and you're about to get paid, and then the U.S. bans it, and you're like, you got to figure it out how to get that money off of YouTube, that money off of TikTok, to get that money off of Instagram. And you got to do it. I know this is probably one of those videos that you're like, oh, man, what? It shouldn't be a demotivator. It should be a motivator for you to do something different, because those who put in that extra little work is going to win. You know what I mean? Not all my money comes from YouTube. It's offline. Come on, people. Get those channels out. Create a ton of channels. One of those channels are going to pop. And then Create a product for that channel. Make sure that product goes along with that channel and continue to do work. You know what I mean? There's a lot of great affiliate things you can do with YouTube channels out there. Y'all, I mean, I'm saying this because when I go to these events, I'm meeting people who are, their main job is to basically find a product and sell it through YouTube traffic. And I know everybody gets happy about seeing all these people with the showing their YouTube revenue, which I believe is a no-no. I need to look through. I think you're not supposed to show that. Anyway, but they don't realize that some of these affiliate products that are out there, these sponsored deals, like you make one video and you can earn over $10,000 just for one video, just because your audience goes along with some sponsor that wants to put their horrible product on the line. But, you know what I mean? If you want to be famous, that's great. But remember, think about P. Diddy, all these other people who are famous. What happened to them? I mean, do you really want to be famous? Or do you want to be comfortable? That's the question. Famous or comfortable? Like Mr. Beast is famous, but he's getting a lot of slack from what's going on with that little thing they got on the side. But when you turn on the TV now, you'll see Mr. Beast on streaming services. And that's another thing. Most people don't realize that you can bring your audience on a streaming service like Prime TV and Roku, whatever you want to call it. That is the new wave, especially when AI is right here now. You're about to jump on a journey that you've never, ever expected before. So keep that in mind when you're doing your videos, when you're trying to, get your audience. Think about the end part. Where does this end? What is the end goal there? Don't think about the beginning. Think about the end goal. Okay, this is what I want. I want to have this in place later on. So when this happens, this goes here and there. And everybody's like, don't ever have plan B. Focus on plan A. Well, yeah, I believe that. That's fine. I'm a farmer, okay? And I know we always have plan A through Z because nothing ever goes right out on a farm, ever. And if it does, we're like, wow, today was a good day. All right, guys, keep your head up. Keep grinding. Think about what you're doing when you're posting, though, with your videos. Like, I know on my other channels, there's certain females that love my content. And I know there's a certain other channel that guys love my content. And I can't put girly stuff on one channel versus that because you've got to know how to separate it. Separate it. Figure it out. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Most people think that YouTube can be very, very disturbing and is just not for them or it's just not going to work. But you're wrong. Right now, what's going on, and I've been saying this for the last month, you've got to follow the trend. It didn't used to be like that. It used to be all about SEO and all this with keywords and YouTube. That's no longer. You got to talk about what the other people are talking about fresh. So get your email alerts set for certain trends that's happening, that's trending. Go to daily. There's like a online mail, I think it's called Trendly or something like that. And it tells you all the trends, what's happening immediately. And look at what's going on there. You copy what they're saying. You do what they do. It's going to make a difference. Because remember, at the end of the day, YouTube doesn't care about you. It only cares about what the audience wants. And if you're making videos about your life and your life sucks and it's boring, I'm not doing that the mean way, but I'm serious. If your life's just no good and it's boring and YouTube's not going to display it. I mean, they're going to give you 2 views, 3 views. And you got to push that algorithm. I mean, you can't, most people, depending on the topic, you got to just keep pushing that topic. Keep pushing your videos until it gets there. And that sounds kind of funny, but I still believe that you have to have at least 100 videos before the algorithm's going to know what the heck you're talking about. And after you hit that one video that rides and shines, then you can talk about other stuff. But don't do it too early, because you want to make sure YouTube knows that you're all about cornbread. You're all about fishing. You're all about shooting stuff. You're all about college degree thesis or something. You know what I mean? YouTube needs to know what your channel is about, basically. That's why you have to put so many videos out before it actually hits. Or you might hit that trend. You see what I'm saying? You can probably upload 10 videos on new channel, and there's a trend that says the climate change is horrible, and your title is climate change is horrible. I know this because I live in Delaware, and then you start talking about Delaware and how it's changed, and if that's the trend going around right then and there within a 3-week time, get ready, because what are you going to do when no one's talking about that anymore? See what I'm saying? You got to get with the trend. I hope that makes sense. I hope all you guys understand to strategize when it comes to your content. Because if you're not strategizing with your content, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. I see a lot of people right now who are doing, what I'm talking about. But the audience is only going to be there for a second, and then they're going to go away, and then they're not going to watch the videos anymore. Then you're, you know what I mean? All right. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.